what's going on?
Oh man, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Almost over. We got 9 games left.
Mm-hmm.
9, 8, something like that.
Yeah. It's
I
about
mean, how did
like
this happen, man? We worse this year than we was last year.
you know,
We worse with Cade than we was without Cade. Man, what's up?
yeah.
I don't understand it.
I mean, it's a lot of blame to go around. First, like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a minute. I know y'all missed us. Like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube page. We're gonna start this off positive. Now, back to this Piston stuff. It's so much blame to go around. It's I blame it on kind of like a kid that's growing up in a dysfunctional household. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna make the best decisions, you know what I'm saying, unless they're just really special, a la Cade. You know what I'm saying? This team is a mess. Weaver's a mess. Monty is
Weaver,
a mess.
I blame Weaver, man. I blame Weaver.
They're a mess. They're not building a conducive environment for this young talent to grow and be at their
I
best.
mean, look around you. The same teams that was bad when Cade Cunningham came into the league, they've all improved except for us.
Yeah.
Except for us.
Yep.
Look at Orlando. Look at Houston. You know what I'm saying?
I can't
So
look at Houston. Houston, I've never been more envious of a basketball team than I have been Houston. Like, I honestly, it makes me
Jalen
sick.
Green hit 38 the other day, didn't he?
It,
37, 38.
it makes me sick to watch them. Jalen Green got about 4 or 5 girls pregnant right now, so he got extra motivation to play really hard. You know what I'm saying? I think that's his cheat code that he unlocked.
He been he been dropping lots of dimes. Is that what you're telling me?
Man, he been shooting on and off the court, man. You know what I'm saying? He is a scorer. You hear me? So yeah, man. But shout out to him. He's done figured it out. Houston, like I said, the fact that we could have got their coach, who I would have rather had Emi Udoka than Monty Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy that you pay the big bucks.
But he had too much baggage. But hey, Houston wasn't scared.
Right. What's the baggage? Does anybody even talk about the baggage now? I mean,
True.
true
that.
It's
True
baggage
that.
in this culture. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
People cheat all the time. Yeah, he's a cheater. Damn, smack him. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Damn, 99% of men couldn't be in a position that they supposed to be in if cheating was you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I mean?
That's sad but true.
Yeah,
Sad but true.
it's a sad truth. But man, his coaching ability though, nobody ever questioned that. And I would have liked to have him. Everybody but Jalen Green. It's just sad, man. We got the sick Thompson brother. Thompson got lung
Oh
issues,
man,
blood clots or
he got a
something.
blood clot. Is it in his lungs?
I think so. I'm not
Wow. Well,
exactly sure. I'm
they
not
can
exactly
they
sure.
can they can treat that now that they know. The problem is with it reoccurring.
Yeah.
Like figuring out the root cause. What's causing this? What's
Hmm.
causing this? Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
But yeah, it's just the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like you said. It's watching a good GM first watching a bad GM. You know, the vets we brought in Joe Harris and Monty Morris. They brought in Fred Van Fleet and Dylan Brooks. You get what I'm saying? And we had the opportunity to sign them guys. We had the cap to sign them. We had all the stuff to sign them, and we signed Monty Morris. And you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's just unfortunate.
And then we shipped Monte out.
Shit Monte out, man. What, I think we waived Joe Harris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
so
nothing for him.
I guess
But on a high note, James Wiseman is playing his butt off lately.
he's looked decent,
He has, man. It's like you gotta knock him when he bad and give him his flowers when he good. He's been good lately, man.
he definitely looks like a nice backup big so far. But yeah, what to you is the biggest disappointment of the season? Is it the record? Is it Monty? Is it the lack of development? Is it Weaver's moves? Like, what has been your one single biggest disappointment this year?
All of that. All of that. The
You
Pistons have a complex problem.
you can only pick one.
Hey, look, I'm the daddy. I can pick what I want. All of it is the problem.
Okay.
Also, it's like Cade needs to be off the ball. You know, he's our best shooter. He needs to be the shooting guard, not the point guard. We need to put the ball in Ivy's hands. Let him be the starting point guard. And either put Cade as shooting guard or put Cade as small forward. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do.
Man,
Either that or we got to trade Ivy for somebody that fits better with Cade.
that's honestly more
Trade
so.
Ivy, package Ivy and beef stew.
That's honestly more so what I'm leaning towards. Ivy's starting to show an inconsistency that it's
He just
starting
in
to
a
become,
slump, man. He just in a slump.
it's starting to become a little alarming. This is inconsistencies, man. I hope he bounced back. I With K being his wingman, them supposed to be our dynamic duo. They've only
It's
had
supposed to
maybe
be,
they've only
but
had maybe
the ball's got to be in Ivy's hands, man. With his speed,
they
come
maybe hold
on
on,
now.
someone's knocking on my door. Hold on 1 second.
Hello, hello. How y'all doing out there? Now that he's gone. Like and subscribe, please. Do not forget. Like and subscribe to our podcast. Hey, spring is here. Well, spring is here everywhere except Michigan. See these Pistons greats behind me?
Oh yeah, the good old glory days, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so
Yeah, man.
we're just gonna edit that out. It's all good. But yeah, to Coco. Back to the IV situation. I'm not. I gotta squint too much to see the fit. I'm like this. I can't see it. I wanna have my eyes wide open and see it. Oh shoot, that's a duo right there. I'm squinting too much to try to see it,
It
and I
will
don't.
be, man, but we got to put the ball in Ivy's hands, not Cade's.
But Ivy not a pure point guard. So
Neither
we're
is
gonna put
Cade.
so I know, but so why put the ball in another shooting guard's hands? You know,
Because Ivy is a better player with the ball in his hands. That's a
he is.
proven fact. And with the ball in Ivy's hands, Cade won't be getting all them double teams.
Yeah. I agree with you. If we're gonna keep Ivy should be the primary ball handler. We talked about that a lot. It makes the most sense. I guess I'm just disappointed because we've had like a bunch of games where Cade's sat out and this has been Ivy. And it's like I've been waiting for Ivy to kind of show out and it's definitely been more lately. He's really been disappointing. So that just worries.
Understandable. Understandable.
Same thing with Sasser. I was thinking the whole time Sasser just getting held back. Sasser getting held back, and he's been very inconsistent also. So both of the guards.
Sasser's just a streaky shooter, man. He's a streaky shooter. I call him a gunslinger. You need a gunslinger on your team. You need a gunslinger on your team. But you got to hit some points.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, come on, Sasser. He looking like he allergic to hit 10 points. And yeah, that's not gonna get it done, man. It's not gonna get it done. Sasser, please step it up. And it's like I was just talking shit to somebody in one of the Piston groups because they were just talking about how Flynn is better than Sasser. That Flynn should get more
Bull,
minutes than Sasser.
bull,
And I
bull.
said, I said, bro, that might be one of the worst takes I've seen in this group. And as soon as I said that, Sasser just started playing like ass. And Flynn started doing, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Flynn played pretty good. So I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut, man, because I never saw that coming. Like, Sasser at the beginning of the season, Sasser was looking great. You know what I'm saying? Anytime Sasser got minutes, he was, productive. So
That's true. That's true. But
um
New York is unhappy with the trade too.
yeah, they are. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that trade was terrible for both. Man, that trade might go down in history as one of the worst trades for both teams. There was not a winner in that trade.
Right.
The guy, what's the guy that we got? Grimes.
Fournier, the
Grimes.
French guy,
No, Grimes. Bruh,
and
Grimes
Fort.
looks worse than Killian. We just we waived Killian to get the American Killian version back. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we do that for? That's how I really knew Weaver was this a terrible GM. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, he's a terrible GM. Like we was talking about in Troy We Trust. Troy sucks.
Yes,
Troy sucks, and there's no reason to think he's going to do any better this summer.
he can't. He can't. Like how you said it. There's just his drafting been you know what I'm saying? His best picks have almost damn near fell into his lap. You get what I'm saying? You know, Cade, okay, universal number one pick fell into his lap. Duran was a decent pick. But yeah, just looking around the league, I'm just got to compare him to other GMs. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
other
You
GMs
got to
have just
compare him to his peers. You got to
yeah,
compare
yeah.
him to his peers.
Other GMs, like you said, Orlando and Houston have just drafted better. OKC, they have just drafted better. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah,
And there's no consensus pick in this year's draft. So even we got the number one pick, there's no consensus. And
it,
what is Troy Weaver going to do besides mess it up? What is he going to try to pick another guard again? Another guard? Or is he
yeah,
going to try to pick the best player available? But who is, or is he going to try to pick according to our need? Our need is wings and a power forward.
yeah.
Do you think he's going to pick a wing or a power forward? No, he's going to pick another center, or he's going to pick a guard.
Yeah, I
He's got on
honestly,
blinders. He's got on blinders. All he can see in the draft is guards and centers.
yeah, yeah. And the two guys that I've seen us attached to is Alex Sarr and Rob Dillingham. And like you said, Alex Sarr is a center, Rob Dillingham is a point guard. They have looked to be some of the most impressive talents in this draft. And it's just unfortunate because Rob Dillingham, too, is another he's more Kyrie Irving than Chris Paul. You get what I mean? He's more
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
score first type of guard that, and we just keep doing that, just getting these score first guards, or we get
That can work. Look at Zeke. Look at Isaiah Thomas. That can work. You got to put the right pieces around him.
hey, but Zeke was getting 10 assists a game now too.
Yeah, because he had people around him that could shoot. Cade
You
ain't got nobody around him who can shoot.
you right. The starting lineup, I gotta look up this starting lineup, man, because this is
Hey
diabolical.
man,
This
why?
starting the people
Why?
that we got around K right now is diabolical, man. We started Sasser, Metu, Avubba, what's this guy name, man?
A bubble, you had it right.
Avubba Dunama, I don't even know what that guy last name is, man, and Durn. Just Caden Durn. That's the only starters. The rest of the guys we got besides Sasser, man, they G League players. And that's just I can't imagine Cade is seeing what Jalen Green gets to play with. And just the feeling, I'm talking about I feel envy. I can't imagine what Cade feels like seeing the type of culture that's getting built by the other guy. Cade
Right.
probably like, damn, I wish I was the number 2 pick at this point.
Well,
I,
Cade's got an extension coming up this summer.
hey man, cash him
Is he
out.
gonna put pressure? Is he gonna put pressure on management to do something?
He has to. He has to. He has to.
But what is this? This is his fourth year,
It's
going
gonna
to his
next
fourth
year is
year.
gonna be his 4th year. Yeah. He has to. You know, I want pressure. At this point, it's so bad. I don't want to lose Cade by all means.
No, of
But
course not.
we're so bad. I couldn't. I wouldn't have Cade hate if he left. I would be like, you know what, Cade?
But but
Yeah.
Cade has played 60 games in 3 years.
No, he played way more than that, man.
How?
He's way over. He's over 100 games because the first year he
Okay.
played
All
50.
right.
This year he didn't put in about another 50s to he, he's been played over 100.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about injuries with him. Um,
I am.
I'm gonna max him out. I'm gonna max him
It's
out.
his. Yeah, you have to max him out, but I'm worried about his knee, man.
Yeah, the knee it is concerning. It is concerning. I'm not gonna lie. You know, honestly, I have no crystal ball. This is. I remember about 4 years ago. Okay, we're going into a rebuild. We 4 years later, and it's time for another rebuild.
We're still in
I'm
the rebuild. It's like we ain't done nothing. The only thing that we did significant that we did was draft Cade
yeah, I'm lost at this point.
in 4 years.
I'm completely lost. Like you said, we haven't surrounded Cade with complementary pieces. Besides Dern, Cade and Dern's chemistry, it looks good. Minnesota is not a scrub team, and Cade and Dern look good against Minnesota. Put it that
They
way.
did. They did.
We're just not going to beat Minnesota with the rest of those other guys that we had out there. I like
True
Cade and
that.
Dern's pick and roll. They do have chemistry. Fontecchio, does look like a nice piece. I feel like if I say my highlights of this season have been Fontecchio and Cade. Fontecchio definitely looks like a piece. Fontecchio said he likes how much he likes playing with Cade. And Fontecchio just gets buckets. You know what I'm saying? He's a bucket getter,
He
and
does. He does.
that
He need to be
it
starting.
yeah, it looks smart. That's one of the moves that made Weaver look smart. Is the Fontecchio uh swapping the Fontecchio and Bogey. But if I could go back, I would have traded Bogey, but I would have kept Burks. Um, I would have unloaded Bogey for almost anything because we gave up Kevin Knox for Fontecchio. So boom, we already got our Bogey replacement. So now you could give Bogey up for a bag of potato chips. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But Burks, I was reading articles and seeing, and two, just the eye test. This season we had our highest scoring bench game ever. Highest scoring bench game ever. You know what I'm saying? And it was led by Burks. We had Thompson. We had Sasser. We had who was it? I think it in the Splash Brothers, uncles. I mean Splash uncles. I don't know why we gave them up. You know, like sometimes, man, you gotta have vets. Like right now, it's crazy to think the Pistons don't have one player on their roster that's been on a 500 team. You know, who's able to teach these guys?
Right. Right.
Nobody. Not no, and this is what I'm talking about. The culture here is terrible. It's the blind leading the blind. It's we let the
We got to
kids.
get rid of Trey Weaver, man.
Yeah, we let the kids take over the classroom. Burks, to me, he was the perfect complement for the bench. All the guys said they like playing with him. He brought a positive vibe. Man, sometimes you got to keep some of these vets, man. You traded them over to the Knicks. He ain't doing shit on the Knicks. The Knicks not doing. Come on, man. Like I just don't get that move, man. If we had Burks and Fontecchio, man, kept the splash uncles, we might have won more than we might have went on a little 3-game, 4-game winning streak. One of the things I saw that's crazy is our longest winning streak has been 3 games, and that happened way back in 2018.
Mm.
That just show you how consistently bad the Pistons have been.
Hey man, we've been bad. We've been bad. We've been bad.
You know, I'm gonna finish out watching this G League Pistons. One question: you feel like we should shut Cade down the rest of the year?
Yeah, shut him down to get his knee right, man.
I'm leaning
Shut
towards
him
that
down
too.
to get his knee right.
I'm leaning towards that too, man.
And evaluate these other guys.
Yeah. We know what
and
Cade
get rid of Troy.
We know what Cade gonna do. We know what Cade about. Cade, like I said, man, he's been that bright spot that's been able to develop in dysfunction. The better team you get around Cade, the better he's gonna get. He's one of those type of players. You could just see it. You know, the fact that he's still able to get 7 and 8 assists with these G League players, you know, in 32 points with the defense catered to him. Cade gets double and triple team damn near every
time.
play. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we got to take the ball out of his hands. Let Ivy be the point guard.
Yeah, but too, Ivy got to put pressure. It falls all the way back to the whole Hayes situation. You know what I'm saying? And Ivy's definitely better than Hayes, but you know, in the NBA, man, your point guard has to suck traffic to you too. You know what I'm saying? And demand a certain amount of respect. And yeah, I just don't know if Ivy is quite there. He's on the cusp of, I feel like every time he touches the ball, defense is kind of on their heels. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I feel like, you know, even when Ivy get to the rack, he's not finishing, or they're not respecting his jumper enough. You know, I saw stats, and this was just straight shooting numbers. You know, it wasn't like minutes per games or how many points per game. His numbers are almost identical to Hayes, shooting wise.
Wow.
This season. You barely, only thing you could tell the difference between the two is Hayes averaged more assists. But Hayes was shooting 29% for 3, Ivy shooting 32. Hayes was shooting 39% from the floor, Ivy shooting 40. You know what I'm saying? That pairing with Cade has to be a point guard. And this is a tough ask, but you need somebody that's a efficient playmaker. Those two big ingredients is just what we need and what's been lacking. Cade needs an efficient playmaker next to him. You cannot have these put a volume scorer next to Cade. You know what I'm saying? Because Cade is not no Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but you need somebody that, you know, you kick him out the rock. You know, when Michael Jordan used to play, and you know, you had like the BJ Armstrongs or the Steve Kerrs. You get what I'm saying? Ron Harper, like, bro, just guys where, okay, when Michael Jordan kicked out to you, you was gonna knock that boy down. You know what I'm saying? And Cade don't have that. We haven't really had a point guard like that for Cade, you know, somebody in the backcourt. So, you know, that's really what we need, and we need that quick. You know, that's one thing I will say about the Rob guy, is he does seem like to be a knockdown shooter for the most part. You know, he seems like an efficient guy, and you know, the Alex Sarr, I would keep Duren. Alex Sarr looks to be defensively better than Duren is already. But me personally, I don't really care too much about defense nowadays, man. You know, it's definitely needed. It's definitely needed.
What?
Yeah, I feel like
you don't care about defense?
Yeah, no, because not the way what these rules are. These rules reward the offensive players, you know. So
defense wins championships, man. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
It will, but you gotta. I feel like this is just a scoring. This is the scoring offensive error, you know, and you gotta go with what kind of the what is the word I'm looking for? I guess it's like the trend of the league. You know,
It is. They changed the rules to, to create more offense. There's no more hand checking.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tough, but I think I would go guard over big man right now, and that's a tough call, but because we just need so many pieces, but that's
Need a
more.
power forward, man. Need a power forward that can shoot.
Yeah, um, you
That's what
know,
we need.
Houston been having a lot of success playing their twin at power forward. Um, and maybe that's just what we need to do. You know, honestly, if I was Weaver, I'm copying Houston. They provided the cheat sheet for you. They provided the cheat sheet. Just cheat off of them. You know what I mean? Uh, Cade and Jalen Green is like neck and neck in terms of talent wise. You know what I'm saying? We got the other twin. Let's get two veterans that we know are ballers. Go out and get it. Go out and sign them. You know, find them. You
Got the
know,
money, man.
we
But
need
the
vet.
thing is, even the free agent class is weak.
Yeah, that
Draft
that
is weak. The free agent class is weak.
that is
So this is
true.
going to be a tough year for us, man.
It that is true. You know, but I don't know, man. As long as we keep Cade, Duran, uh, Thompson, Fontecchio, them is my four untouchables. Ivy's didn't fell out of untouchable. You know, if we could get the right package for Ivy, I'm pulling the trigger. You know,
And what would be the right package for you?
to get like I said, what either a Miles Bridges or a efficient point guard. I really like I like Peyton Pritchard on Boston. I uh I really like his game. Grayson Allen. These are the type of guys that I feel like really fit that mold of what we need. They're not. I'm not saying go out and get us super sexy point guard that's gonna drop 40 every night. You know what I'm saying? Watch Grayson Allen and Peyton Pritchard. Watch them boys play. You know what I'm saying? I just saw Duncan Robinson just heated our ass up. We need efficiency and we need it from vet players. No more of this rookies and in develop, bruh. We in development
It ain't
hell.
working.
Yeah,
It ain't
it's
working.
not. It's not working. Unfortunately, we
It
need
ain't
some
working.
vets to speed that process up. We got two. We got three. I feel like good rookies or young guys because they're not rookies no more. But we got Dern, we got Thompson, and we got Cade. And then maybe Sasser, depending if he could get his consistency together, could maybe be like you said, a spark plug off the bench type of player. Um, but yeah, man, we need some consistent veterans. I see what Fontecchio is doing. We need 3 or 4 more Fontecchios to fill out the roster, and we get that. We should be straight. But
What
hey,
we got? We got 9 games left.
yeah, 9 of them left. Quick question: I just saw. I don't know if you saw, but Michael Porter Jr. brother just got busted for gambling on himself. Did you see that story?
I did not see that story, but I don't like the way the NBA is allowing all this gambling to be pushed on TV and all of that. That's because gambling is a problem without you advertising it.
Yeah,
And now you advertising it, it's just going to be a bigger problem. I'm
you're not
two
for it.
thumbs down.
I'm 2 thumbs down too, because I done tried the gambling and it is, oh man, I always lose. If I was getting money, I wouldn't care. But taking my personal experience with sports betting and stuff out of it, yeah, it's not good for the league. It's not good for the league. This guy was he was like on a vet minimum type thing. And he was betting the under on himself. You will see plays. He ended up betting 500K, and that's what
Wow.
tipped the league off. Put 500K on himself on for the under, and
Wow.
you will see times he was faking sicknesses just so he wouldn't hit his numbers. Um, so yeah, it's an ugly thing. You hear a lot of players talk about how much is on their mind and it's affecting their mental, and how that's like the main thing from hecklers now. That players are hearing is, "Come on, man! I just need 2 more points. I just need 3 more points. One more steal." Like you said, it's not good for
Wow.
the league.
Wow.
Um, there's gonna be a lot more of this that we're seeing. Like you said, it's too accessible, it's too in our faces, and it's gonna be too important. And if you are one of those bottom of the bench guys, I mean, you gonna want to try it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna want to try
It's
it to
bad for
decide
the league,
that.
son. It's bad for the league.
Yeah, I totally agree with you though. I don't really like the way it's going. I already feel like these refs is in on it. I already feel like the refs are in on it. I mean, these
Hey
refs,
man, have you seen a shittier season for the refs?
nah, man, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't blown a lot of stuff this season, man.
It's no correlation. It's no
They didn't
correlation.
blown a lot of stuff this season.
That's what I'm saying. There's no correlation with the sports betting and the terrible refereeing.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Man, I
I
need you
don't
to
think
get
so.
your conspiracy hat on, pops. You're not there with
I
me,
don't
man.
think so, man. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, pops got more faith
Conspiracy
in referees than I.
conspiracy theories are for ignoramuses, man.
Oh, dad, you're not woke, man. I need you to get woke. Wake up, pops. Set your alarm clock. It's going
I'm
down.
just I'm just telling you, man, conspiracy theories are for ignoramuses.
You see what's going on with Diddy. I don't know if you saw
That's
the.
not a conspiracy theory.
I don't know if you saw the Nickelodeon. No, because it is conspiracies because people been saying this for years.
People have been
And,
saying it for years because they knew something was up with him.
and that's what I'm saying. You
That's not a
think
conspiracy.
you
That's
you
not a
think you
conspiracy.
you think somebody, the play that we saw earlier this year when the guy slid and tackled Thompson mid-court to steal the ball back against the Pistons, Knicks versus Pistons. Come on, man. They had money on the Knicks. They had money on the Knicks. They had money on the Knicks. You don't, as a the referee literally watched the man slide and tackle Thompson, man, to steal the ball back. No contact on the ball. It was straight body. Nah, man, it's not a conspiracy. I'm a whistleblower. I'm catching it early. Hey, what's the Adam Silver? Look into these refs, man. If you need
The
somebody
refs
to
need to
go
do
under,
better.
if you need
Like
somebody to
I,
go
I agree
undercover,
with you. I agree with you. The refs need to do better, but I'm not going so far as to say conspiracy.
okay. All right. Well, we won't have to agree to disagree. But yeah, man. This season has been a hell of a shit show.
Disappointment. A
Yes,
huge disappointment.
huge, huge.
Huge disappointment.
Shout out to all the Piston fans around the globe, around the world, man.
Hey,
It's a tough time. It's a tough time.
Pistons fans need some mental health services.
It's the dark days right now. We gonna see what shakes. Like how you said, pops. I want Weaver up out of there. I want Monty up out of there. Monty, I haven't seen
Money
Monty.
ain't going, man. Ain't
I,
nobody
I
gonna fire nobody, and you owe them that much money.
I know he's not gonna get fired, but he just is such a poor choice. In my recent memory, I don't remember a coach as bad as Monty, and I'm just being real. When I hear him talk, it's just straight bullshit and nonsense that comes out of that man's mouth. He
Wow,
has he's just so disconnected. I don't know. It just never lines up. It never makes sense. It's like we're watching two different games.
wow,
When we just played the Knicks and DiVincenzo dropped 40 points on us. Hit 11 threes. And Monty was like, I don't want that to be part of our story. And one of the Knicks players said, well, if you don't want that to be part of your story, tell your guys to play defense. You know, and that's as real as you could get. Monty, you don't want to be part of these stories. You don't want to be part of the 28 lose streak. Then you probably shouldn't start Hayes over Ivy, bro. You get what I'm like? Come on, man. You're not making sense. You know what I'm saying? It feel like self-sabotage almost from the inside, but that's another conspiracy story. I ain't gonna get into it. We had a minute left, Pops. I'm gonna holler at you. I love you.